One of the most celebrated bands of the two-tone craze of 1980 was the Selector, and from their album Too Much Pressure, the track 3-Minute Hero. I love how this choppy sound completely complements the aesthetics of the label, um, the checkerboards, the black and white theme and everything. It's so staccato, so linear. It's like everything that the prior decade had not been. It was just like the perfect craze for 1980 in so many ways. It's like if there's one thing that pretty much characterizes all of 70s music, it was the let it all hang out vibe. And this, by comparison, was so austere, so tight, staccato, linear, choppy, just only in England could the styles, could the aesthetics have moved out of the prior decade that abruptly. In America, things tend to happen slower.
They asked you if you're alright. You say yes. But all the time, you know it's a mess. It's 5 p.m. and you're on your way home. Just another day with that endless schedule. 3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero.
Okay, they asked you if you're all right. You say yes, but all the time you know it's a mess. It's 5 p.m. and you're on your way home. Just another day with that endless gray drone. 3-minute hero, I want to be. A 3-minute hero, I want to be. I'm kind of wondering if this is a person who kind of lives a life of danger, or if it's just kind of another one of these songs within this that was kind of that those songs that the specials sang so often, where it was just about like working for the rat race. I'm wondering, is it like another song in that vein? Much too young, or is it something a bit more menacing?
Drag yourself along the road.
What makes this one of the standouts of the album for me? Part of it is the chordal angularity.
Sit on the bus.
The choice of chords, like they're like dun na na dun dun. You see, it's going like D minor, C, B flat, F. That's a good throwing like flats and sharps into songs like these is quite it gives it it gives it a certain angularity that you just wouldn't often expect when oftentimes a lot of these bands just tend to work with the simpler, the C's, D's, G's, and such.
Switch on your transistor. Cause it's a bus. It's 11 p.m. and you're on your way home. Just another night with that endless gray drone.
I also like how those bridges, the cadence changes. It gets more sliding. That
3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero, I wanna be. 3-minute hero.
So staccato, so refined. Let's see. Drag yourself along the road. Sit on the bus. Switch on your transistor. Cause a fuss. It's 3 p.m. and you're on your way home. Just another night with that endless gray drone. Huh. Yeah, I guess this is just about a normal. You see, I was kind of half suspecting it may have been like a Get Smart type character or a James Bond type, a secret agent man type of character. But it's not what that's not the takeaway I'm drawing from this. Like a like working for the rat race.
I wanna be. I wanna be. I wanna be. A 3-minute hero.
And these these are moments I love where you have a solo in the track that just throws in a different sound that we haven't heard elsewhere. Just and Neol Davies with his very unique guitar tone, pinched, kind of. Let's catch up. Let's see. It's too early in the morning. Stupid job. Don't want to eat. Can't think straight. Same as yesterday. It's 7 a.m. and you're leaving home. Okay, we've been over this already. Yeah, a working stiff. I'm still wondering what 3 minute hero. I'm kind of missing what the 3 minute is. 3 minutes is a reference to. Let's see if I read between the lines. Yeah, I don't know what that's referring to. Is it drag yourself? Yeah. Is that a like London reference? Yeah, leave a comment if you know. Okay. Oh, yummy. Yeah, that is track. Oh, on the original UK pressing, that was the first track on the album. That's not the way. On my copy, it was the final song on side one. Yeah, that's the difference between the US and UK. So Joe Reyonlds plays saxophone on that. I was almost looking at Dick Cuthell's name and thinking, oh, yay. God, Dick Cuthell was everywhere. Huh. He was just on all these albums, it seemed. But yeah, that we heard a bit of sax from Joe Reyonlds, and in addition to our usual guys. Anyway, before I get to the next track, I just want to play you a clip of my favorite break from the album. It is on Street Feeling. A fine song, but what I really like about it is the break, and I just want to go over that and try and pinpoint exactly why. Just in it coming up in a second. Cannot quite place it. It's like that twangy, refined guitar tone of Neol Davies. The slight, I don't know, vibrato, pitch bending quality of it all. The way those notes just kind of bend and play against the chords, and it's also the chordal structure underneath it right here. Listen to this key change right here. Coming up just about now. There. My favorite break on the album, yeah, the way it goes, the way it goes from like F to the way it goes from like F to D with that twangy no A D F yeah, my favorite break on the whole album. Okay, now gonna get to my other ultimate standout from the album, Black and Blue.
She never really had the chances, but somehow the teachers all showed her.
Hear that vibra slap just a moment ago?
She was ready as to dancing, or just an afternoon. At the pictures in the back row, thought she had all the answers. Decided to go her own way. Alone in a room on a Friday night, saw her face in a broken mirror. So black and blue, like I'm sure about. So black and blue.
I love the chordal angularity here. Let's catch up with the lyrics. She never really had the chances that some of the kids she saw showed her. She was rarely asked to dances or just afternoon at the pictures in the back row. She thought she had all the answers, decided to go her own way. Alone in her room on a Friday night, she saw her face in a broken mirror, so black and blue, life knocks you about. Black and blue, so black and blue, life knocks you about. This seems to be about someone who's living kind of a hard, disenfranchised life from the wrong side of the tracks. It's unclear what Black and Blue is referring to yet, is it? Well, I kind of have some ideas, and some of them are obvious. I mean, I know the obvious answers, but I'm not so sure yet it's just going to be that obvious. So I'll hold that.
So black and blue, like knock you about.
Those little twangs really do it for this band. In fact, that's really, I would say that, and of course, Pauline Black's vocals are what really set this particular album apart from the specials, because the music does sound very similar. Of course, on the next album, on their second albums, the two bands would kind of go their separate way, would diverge quite a bit from one another. But if anyone has thought that the only difference between the first specials album and Too Much Pressure were the vocals, were like, if Terry Hall and Pauline Black were the only differences, well, that twangy guitar tone is very distinct. It's not something the specials really quite had, or there's a certain character to it here, a certain kind of vibrato quality to it.
Feel so angry, mystified. Don't you want more? Living a lie. Just another person to take action. Someone to talk to. Someone to care. So black and blue, like I'm about. So black and blue. So black and blue, like I'm about. So black and blue.
Let's catch up with the lyrics some more. Feeling so angry, all the minutes tick by, stuck in one room, just living a lie, just another person to sit in that chair, someone to talk to, show that they care, so black and blue. So apparently seeing a therapist. I'm really I think the third verse is gonna give away that what's truly going on here.
Speaking on the telephone, her friends thought she did so well, but they don't wanna know. He went down angry, we got this to sell. Empty was a bag, same response, just run out of bags. Start rolling up the doggers, see wait for someone to come round. So black and blue, like I'm sure about. So black and blue, so black and blue, like I'm sure about. Black and blue, so black and blue, like I'm sure about. So black and blue, so black and blue, like I'm sure about. Black and blue.
I love the way part of what makes this so compelling is the change between like the major between the minor key and the major key, like D minor and it's like, which would be a very simple, like step, D minor to C major, but it's the melody that she was creating over that change, over that drop, and which is now being employed, of course, by the saxophone. And this is the guy, yeah, Dick Cuthell. This is him.
Black and blue, so 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 black and blue.
The specials, Black and Blue, from the 1980 album Too Much Pressure. And let's see, the final verse of that track: speaking on the telephone to her friends she thought she knew so well, but they don't know, but they don't want to know you when you're down and angry. No gossip to tell, empty words lying on the table. Same response: just run out of fags, start rolling up the dog ends, sit waiting for someone to come around. Sit waiting for. I'm a little bit lost. The obvious takeaway would be someone who had been in fights or had been in like a violent home situation and was scarred. But the reason I wasn't really jumping to that going to that, really drawn to that conclusion, is because I don't generally know of that as being a cause for like social ostracism, or rejection from peer groups necessarily, and that's more kind of, and yet that seemed to be the case in the first. It seems like not being invited to parties, not really having any. I'm kind of, I'm thinking it could be maybe someone with a drug problem, who, and the side effects of whatever drugs this person was using. I mean, in one, the person's being in one verse, the character is the subject is alienated from friends. In the second, the subject is in therapy. In the third, the subject is just having further communication breakdowns and lack of empathy with others. So I think it may be about drugs and self-destruction, but I could be totally wrong. If you know, leave a comment. Anyway, the Selector, two great songs from the 1980 album, Too Much Pressure, 3-Minute Hero, and Black and Blue, as well as the finest break from the album, from the track Street Feeling. For more Rubies and Sapphires from the Selector, as well as from the specials, see the directory of albums by English S artists, linked in the description below, for Rubies and Sapphires from this album and the follow-up. And like and subscribe and follow me on social media and leave a comment if there are any other observations you have about the lyrics, the chordal progressions, the overall vibe and feel of these tracks, or memories you have attached to these songs or this album. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear-traveled trimaximalist, signing off.